Welcome to Off-Duty Engineer. I am Alan. This channel is for some of my scale modeling projects, plastic aircraft, wooden ships, and dioramas to display them. This is a summary of the scale model build of the Humvee H1 Off-Road Armoured Vehicle. It is in 1/8 scale and made of plastic building blocks. First, the photos of the final result. The Humvee H1 Off-Road Armoured Vehicle is in 1/8 scale. The final model is over 500 millimeters long. This is a plastic building blocks model, all pieces clipped together, no glue, similar to Lego Technic. I completed this build in April 2024. It took about 2 weeks on and off. The kit is made by CaDA, CaDA. It is a Chinese brand. They do a large range of plastic building block kits. Some are quite spectacular. EE is the official distributors of CaDA, and one can purchase online, decadastore.com. The kit is also available via various other vendors, eBay or Amazon. The pricing is approximately $300 without the radio control, or about $400 with the RC. Note that Mold King is another Chinese manufacturer that has similar plastic block models. I built their cargo truck. Once started and going, it really hooks you in. You see all the parts of the build sort of create itself in front of you. You want to keep pushing on to see this section complete and to start the next section. Next is the details of the Humvee kit. The model is the Humvee H1 with remote control from CaDA. It was released in 2021. It is 1/8 scale, so it is quite large. The model assembled size is 526 millimeters long, 272 millimeters wide, 212 millimeters high. There are 3,935 pieces. All parts in the final color, so no painting is required. This model included the RC radio control gear. It has 5 motors, independent suspension and steering, 4-wheel drive, as well as control for the rocket launcher and winch. The info for this Humvee model does indicate ages 8+. And difficulty equals extra high. These plastic block kits are great fun to build. I've built many small ones with my grandsons, 6 and 8 years old. For this large part count model, a lot of patience and attention to detail is required, so I would advise for reasonably experienced builders. The instruction comes in 5 booklets. The books are large format, full color, and extremely detailed. The books make up hundreds of pages and dozens of sub-assembly steps. The parts for each section are in separate plastic packets. Only open the packets that are needed for the next few steps. Next is the building of the Humvee kit. The first step was to clear my work area. After reviewing the instruction books to get an idea of how the parts are built and managed, I decided to only open the packets that are needed for the next section. I recommend to sort and group all the similar parts together. There is a special tool, but all I used when needed was the long nose pliers. Each step is very detailed, but you need to follow the details exactly. If one part is incorrectly fitted, it'll very likely have a huge downline effect. I know, I had to unbuild a few sections because a gear was the wrong orientation or something. Double check before moving on to the next step. Here is the front diff with the diff lock function, complete with universal joints and steering mechanism. This rolled into the completed front drive assembly. A new step started. The engine is a flat 8 boxer style. I don't think that the Humvee had a flat 8. It was a 6.2 litre V8 diesel. But block models have the right to some compromises. The engine rotates with all the pistons moving. Timing chain to connect the crankshaft to the drive shaft wheel. Then complete the front sub-assembly. Impressive. Clear the work area again to start the next section. The detail of the instruction book can be seen. Part by part instruction in color. Start the build of the rear drive assembly. See the details in the instruction booklet there. Then the front and rear drive assemblies are linked with the 4x4 drive shaft. Move the completed sections aside as seen in the background and clean up the work area. Unpack, sort and group the parts for the next section. The one side of the chassis is taking shape. Then the other side of the chassis, and the huge soft rubber wheels are fitted. The independent sprung suspension has long travel on those double springs on each wheel. 2 top guns are built. One is a rocket launcher, the other is a 4-barreled Gatling-style gun. They are interchangeable on the completed Humvee. They are also controlled on the RC remote control system. A cleanup and the next parts are sorted. The next section is the internals. The gun turret drive mechanism is built. The internals are taking shape now. There are a lot of parts. It is very compact in there. And all the gears, drive shafts and universal joints are aligned and working. Commendable. The body is next. Things start to come together fast now. The body is larger parts in khaki color. The doors open, the seats move, rear view mirrors, windscreen wipers. The steering wheel is even connected to the front wheel steering system. The bonnet opens, the rear boot lid opens. This is the access to the RC remote control items. The panel in the roof opens to allow either of the guns to be placed there. And then like magic, the build is complete. Here are some completed photos. I really take my hat off to those super bright brain boxes that design these kits. The detail is amazing. It is a whole industry with a following. I can understand that. This was a very satisfying build, really good quality kit. I've built a few more of these kits, including a long-haul delivery truck with remote control. I will build more in the future. The more complex, the better. That is all. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please follow, like, subscribe, etc. See you next time. Thank you.